Welcome to our 5 on 5. Pleased to be joined today by Oregon Tech President Dr. Nagi Naganathan. Good to see you, sir. How are you today?
All right, and thank you for having me here.
Yes, thanks for coming over. So it's your first full year on campus at Oregon Tech. What are the highlights? What do you think of it? What's the biggest accomplishment? What goes through your mind looking at this year?
I think we took a very different approach to the first year at Oregon Tech. We decided to not just sit back and plan, instead we decided to do. So what we did as a university is to pull together a set of action items. So we came up with a short-term action plan so we can start doing things, kind of learn from it before we get into a long-term strategic planning. And my colleagues have done a tremendous job. A lot has come out of it, even in the first year. We are very proud to be where we are now.
Excellent. Okay, so you had your investiture last month. Congratulations. It looked like a fabulous ceremony. I love the pictures. What was that like for you personally?
Well, it obviously a very memorable occasion, and having grown up where I did in a small community setting in India, and to be standing and having that honor, it was a very moving occasion for me. Even though the investiture is about the new president coming in, it's as much an occasion to celebrate what all the university has accomplished to date and what it intends to do for the future. So it was wonderful to celebrate with 500 people from all over Oregon and all over the nation, and one even from India.
Very nice. Okay, so what is your vision for the future of Oregon Tech? And I believe you spoke about that at your investiture.
That is correct. I think, like every other business, where as citizens we expect them to reinvent themselves, higher education has to reinvent itself for the future. I think Oregon Tech is in a very unique place. We are a polytechnic university. And I think we have to develop ourselves unquestionably as the industries university. When I say industry, I don't refer to only engineering industries. It is really whoever is consuming our products, whether it is health professions, psychologists, whoever we put out there and who's being consumed. And we want to really, for them to think we are their university, that we should be surrogate labs for industries, we should be focused on innovation, we should be putting out the best product ever. So I think it is time we rethink technical education, and there is a tremendous opportunity in Oregon for it.
Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll have much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Oregon Tech President Dr. Nagi Naganathan. So I saw recently that Oregon Tech professors are looking to unionize. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, this is not anything unexpected. This has been a movement nationally, and 5 of the 7 universities are already unionized in Oregon. Oregon State and Oregon Tech are the only 2, and faculty from both universities filed their petition to unionize. At Oregon Tech, we are a different kind of university. They have seen a lot of changes in the last few years. Obviously, we came out of the system, new president, new provost, lots of changes at the same time. What was endearing to hear is the same organizers telling me how they are on board with the new vision that's being proposed for the university. So I think it's a time of change, and they have just filed a petition, and we have just received them, so we are looking into that, and we'll respond accordingly.
Okay. Saw recently that you guys had a new gift for the engineering building. What are your plans for that? Tell us a little bit of the background on that and what you're looking to do with that money.
Well, it's an exciting project for Oregon Tech and Southern Oregon, I would say, and certainly for Klamath Falls. We have a new engineering building. This is Engineering, Technology, and Management. We want to thank the governor and the legislature for their support. And they also gave us a challenge. They said we should raise $2 million. And I'm very grateful to the Wendt family, and the legacy of Mr. Wendt lives on. And they came up with a gift for Oregon Tech, and they allowed me to share it with everyone during the investiture. So that made the occasion exceptional.
That's when you made the announcement.
That is correct. That's the first time a lot more people got to hear about it.
Wow.
And I think that is a very transformative investment, not only in Oregon Tech, but also for the Southern Oregon community, I would say. Huge opportunities in terms of reinventing education.
Indeed. Okay, so we talked a lot about your vision for the future, this being your wrapping up your first full year on campus. Do you have any specific plans for, say, the next year?
Well, certainly the plans we started this year, those were a set of action items. There are 11 different goals in all different domains Oregon Tech will be involved in. Like I said, my colleagues have done a great job. It is not only, again, just for the future. Certain things have even been completed. We are excited about the Oregon Manufacturing Innovation Center that has come along very nicely. We are able to touch every part of Oregon Tech. Even in athletics, we were fortunate to get another gift from Ms. John Stillwell, and we just broke ground for a new softball field, because in Oregon Tech, I would say these are truly student athletes. We get a lot of excellent students through our athletic programs, so it really supports the academic mission of the university. Going into it next year, we are working with the Board of Trustees. We are going to launch our strategic plan, start doing it next year, so we can really plan for the next 5 or 10 years. How can Oregon Tech continue to make a great difference, not only in the community we are in, but in Southern Oregon and with the rest of the community in the state of Oregon.
It's good to see you. Thank you for making time for us today. Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for having me.
All right. Stay with us. We'll be right back.